2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and this player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
I know I can't wait. Let's get back down to the coverage. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Taking aim from about 220 yards out. Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
This one headed left and not coming back.
And he's safely on the green. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill. It's tracking.
Oh, what about this start?
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
Why not take another look at that effort?
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
He's currently sitting in first place. Well, that's huge momentum they're bringing to this hole. Coming off the eagle. Time to hit another good drive.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got about 140, I'd say. He really got that one out there. Fantastic drive. All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Oh, that's a great shot. It sets up a wonderful birdie look here at the second.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Here we are at the third. Time for the second shot into the third. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. That's just inside the range. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
This one has eyes for the hole. That's inside the range.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. Here we are at the 4th hole.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Oh, that's a great approach, John.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
He sits in first position. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
This one's tracking.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
This player is putting for fun.
Leading by a phenomenal 12 strokes after that one. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Playing from around 110 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Just building upon his advantage, he keeps making the important plays. And now that finds him in first place. Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
From around 120 yards here. Come on, get down. Outstanding shot. High quality. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
And that's 8 birdies today. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
We've reached the beginning of the back 9, the 10th.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
How close was that to going down? And here we are with the third shot. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Judging it beautifully.
A par putt awaits. An extraordinary performance. This player is now 12 strokes in front of the field. Teeing off here at the 11th.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, that's a handy shot. Second shot here on the 11th. That's some good golf right there. This putt is about 19 feet in distance. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Yes, they've made it. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Next up is this two-shot hole.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
This one is right down the pipe. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th. And that will drop in for a birdie. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. We have a par 4 on this one.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Yeah, that was a safe play. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
This is on a great line.
Oh, that's a ripper. And after that fine display, They are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
That should find the surface. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
This one's for birdie. This one started out on a good line. And there it is. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. A long par 4 this hole.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
And tidy looking shot, that one. Well, good shot that, right inside the range. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today. Looks good.
Currently in first position. And now stepping onto this par 3 hole.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
And that will drop in for birdie. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Oh, well played. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
That is hunting for the hole. Just hammered that through the line. putting for birdie. Oh, what a super shot. And as we take a look at the standings, this player is currently in first, with Justin Rose second. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. That signs off on this player's performance for the day.